Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast. We are here for a Thor Love and Thunder movie review. I'm your host, Malcolm. I'm here with my boy.
It's your boy E-Man. You already know what it is.
What's good? What's good? What's good? So, the new movie, Thor Love and Thunder, just came out. Yep. We both saw it, and we are ready to give a review. People have been asking me like crazy to give a review.
Well, I mean, like, they knew we was going to do it.
Yeah, I know, but people have been asking me before I even saw the movie. So,
yeah.
Shit, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's start off the way we start all our movie reviews off. Rate it 1 out of 10.
I give it...
Or 1 through 10. You know what I'm trying to say.
Give it like an 8.
8? I think I'm solid on that with you. I'm going to get us to 8. Did you like this more or less than Multiverse of Madness?
I believe more, yeah.
More? I think I liked it the same as... I like Multiverse of Madness. I know a lot of people didn't. I liked it the same as I like Multiverse of Madness. But for different reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
In Multiverse of Madness, I really liked the darkness of that film. I liked how it was a lot different. It was really dark. It felt not rated R, but it was definitely a mature version of a Marvel movie. Thor Love and Thunder, a lot more goofy, a lot more funny, but still pretty damn awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think it needs to be like dark and edgy for it to be a good movie. It was very lighthearted, funny. There was funny moments, but they didn't overdo it like they did in Ragnarok.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Still overdid it.
Some of those parts were over the top. Some of the parts where I was like, all right, my nigga, like, this is a little too much. Like, I didn't really care. For the first part with the Guardians of the Galaxy, I didn't care about that.
I feel like with Ragnarok, I was upset about it. Now it was like, okay, like, whatever. Like, not good, but tolerable.
See, I like Thor in the comedic role. I just don't like it when they take it a little too far. Like, I like it when he's funny without being a joke.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he was a joke in this movie, though.
At the beginning of it, he was, though. Like that whole conversation with Star-Lord when he did the splits to stop the two motorcycles. Yeah, that was even when he, like, crashed through the temple. Like, all that was just kind of, it felt very Looney Tune-esque, very Tom and Jerry. And I was like, that was a little too much for me. But from that point on, I felt like it was a pretty good balance between seriousness and still being awesome.
I think they could have done a better job at balancing it, because I feel like what they did was like goofy for the first part and then very serious for the last part, when they could have just mixed
There were
it.
serious parts at the end, though. I mean, there were funny parts at the end.
Yeah, but there were also like semi-serious parts at the end. Like, I mean, at the beginning. So it's like, I think instead of like splitting it up half and half, they could have just made the whole film have parts that were serious and parts that were funny.
Okay, fair
like
enough.
The whole scene with them in like that glass palace was just like a joke. It wasn't serious at all.
Facts.
But then, of course, like the whole ending of the movie was pretty serious.
To an extent, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I'd say.
To an extent. Yeah. What were your opinions on Gore the God Butcher?
I think...
Where does he rank within your Marvel villains? How do you feel about him? All that.
It was very, very weird to me. I mean, I knew a little bit about Gore the God Butcher, but not a whole lot. Maybe I'm still tweaking, but he seemed very underpowered in this movie. Gore the God Butcher doesn't seem like a Thor level threat. That seems like an Avengers level threat.
I mean, bro is the God Butcher. Like, I mean, that's what he's here to do.
Yeah, so how come only Thor was able to kill him? Like,
he didn't, though.
I feel like Gore is definitely...
Gore won. He just had to change your heart at the end.
I don't know.
Ronan won.
I don't think... First off, I think his motives were wrong the entire movie.
Well, yeah, but the sword was driving him crazy.
Even in that case, I feel his motives were wrong even before he had the sword. No, that's not.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, that's not completely true.
Bro was kind of upset, rightfully so, and then the sword manipulated that and turned him into the God Butcher.
Yeah, because I was thinking like from the jump, if you have one wish, you might as well just wish for your daughter back instead of wishing all the gods dead.
I mean, that was what the sword does, though. Like, the sword is literally made for killing gods. I loved Gore. I thought Gore was awesome. As far as Marvel villains go, he's up there, bro. Like, for me, bro might fuck around and be top 3 in the MCU right now.
He's definitely a very good villain, but he seemed underpowered. It seemed like he could have done a lot more.
Nah, you tweaking. I fucked with him so heavy. I liked how dark he was. I like how he was like crazy. He was still a little humorous in his darkness. Christian Bale, amazing actor all the way around.
Yeah.
He was acting his ass off, bro.
Yeah,
Gore the God Butcher was scary.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time since we've seen a scary MCU villain. Wanda, okay, I'll give you Wanda. Wanda was kind of scary. But before that, Thanos wasn't really scary.
Not scary.
None of Iron Man's villains were scary per se. Ultron wasn't really scary. Like, I feel like Gore is one of it's been a really long time since we've seen a scary Marvel villain.
I don't think we've really had any scary Marvel villains other than Gore and Wanda.
I mean, yeah, that's probably around there.
No, I was going to say Abomination, but he wasn't scary.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think that Gore was a really good change of pace and really fresh for the MCU, and I think that's what they need. I like scary villains. I like dark villains. Don't get me wrong, I like villains that I can agree with to an extent. You know, I like villains that have multi-layers like Thanos. But sometimes you just need a villain who's here to fuck shit up.
Yeah,
that's what you need. Like it's cool to have a villain who you can debate. Well, was Thanos right? Was Thanos wrong? Ultron has some good points, blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes you just need a villain who's like, hey, bro, I'm mad and I'm here to kill all the gods.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Gore was honestly just unjustifiable evil.
Like, I mean, he was slightly justifiable in the sense that the gods was failing niggas.
Yeah,
they were failing. Does that mean they all need to be butchered? Probably not. But even still, like, he had a little bit of logic to it. But the nigga was just like, hey, bro, let's fuck some shit up. And that sword was cool as fuck.
The sword was dope. But when I talk about unjustifiable evil, kidnapping children, like, he ain't have to do it. He just did it.
The shit worked. So yeah,
I'm like, he was just like, hey, fuck it.
Say, let's snatch some kids. I was like, damn, man. Like,
he pulled up to kill people and was like, let's take some kids too. I was like, hey.
Yeah, no, that shit was different.
Dude is a menace.
That shit was different. I was fucking with Gore. I like heavy. Cool. The sword was raw as fuck. Them shadow powers that the sword had was so cool.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I did like the Necro sword.
Yeah, that shit was raw.
I feel like it still could have been stronger.
Whatever, you're just hating.
It just broke. Like, I was like,
nigga,
what?
Because Mjolnir hit it.
I don't think.
What sword is standing up to Zeus's thunderbolt and a fucking Mjolnir?
I feel like those should be on par. Like,
what? The Necro sword
and the Necro sword.
Nigga, it wasn't just Mjolnir. It was Mjolnir and Zeus's lightning bolt.
Was it? I mean, kind of, sort of. He was holding it back with the lightning bolt.
Nigga, bro.
I don't know. I feel like that mug shouldn't have broke like that.
Man, that shit was crazy. I thought that shit was raw. Let's talk about one of the biggest points in the movie. Jane Foster as Mighty Thor. How do you feel about it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked her as Thor. I liked the way that they explained it. They gave it a purpose. Like, there's a reason that she became Thor.
Right.
Because Thor accidentally enchanted his
Mjolnir.
Yeah. So everything made sense. She was a good character. She was actually a pretty fun character. Like, I liked seeing Jane as Thor. So I think she did a really good job acting, the actor.
Yeah, I didn't like the way they had her in the first 2 Thor movies. Her character felt kind of just bland. Yeah. Like, I feel like in the first 2 Thor movies, Jane was just Thor's love interest, and they didn't give her a ton of personality. It was like Thor, the main character. All the other side characters were just so far below that they barely had any personality, except for what's her name, Darby, whatever her name is. The friend.
Oh,
Jane's
yeah, I
friend.
don't know her real name.
Can't remember her name, but she had personality. But other than that, it was like Thor and friends.
Yeah.
I like how Jane actually had a real personality in this movie. She was fun. She was funny. She was really cool. And I thought that shit was raw as fuck. And once again, another element of darkness in the movie. This is how Jane normally is when she's Mighty Thor in like the comics and stuff. But they gave her cancer.
Yeah.
And she was battling cancer and was using Mjolnir to, be strong. But the hammer was also making her weaker. So, it was a cool balance and also fun. I'm kind of salty that's GG's for her. Like, I'm salty that she's dead.
I'm not. I think that was a pretty good ending to her story.
Well, in my mind, Iron Man, gone. They're bringing in somebody else,
Yeah.
Captain America, gone. Pass the mantle down to Sam. Black Widow, gone. Pass the mantle down to Yelena. Hawkeye, gone. Pass the mantle down to the other Hawkeye. I think her name is just Hawkeye. I thought Thor in this movie, I thought this was the last Thor movie. Bro was going to be out of here, and it was going to be Mighty Thor instead. She's gone. Yeah. It's cooked for her. Like, I genuinely believe, like, just off the pattern that's been happening in the MCU, I was sure that this was Thor's last movie and Jane was going to take it up instead of him.
Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. I mean, that definitely makes sense before I would have seen the film. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. But I feel like I'm going to like the new dynamic of Thor kind of taking... We've seen everybody pass down the role, but we haven't seen anybody stay in the role and, like, teach somebody that young.
Yeah, I really wanted to see more Mighty Thor. Like, she was really fucking cool. Her costume was awesome. The fact that Mjolnir was breaking into pieces.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was fire, bro.
That was
the
really
little
cool.
Mjolnir bullets.
Yeah, those were dope.
And then it was like reforming around, like it reformed around the pieces of the Necrosaur. Yeah. That whole shit was so raw. Mighty Thor's relationship with Valkyrie, awesome.
Yeah, Valkyrie did a really good job. Like, she played a pretty prominent role in this movie, which was dope.
I was just salty because Mighty Thor did such a fucking good job just for her to bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it was a good send-off. Like,
it was a good send-off.
It was definitely a good way to exit as, I forgot her name, like the actor.
I can't remember it either, but I know it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a movie that you want to go out on, like where you have basically the main role where you played a side character the entire time.
Yeah, that's true. Another thing that I'm very confused about and actually kind of upset about, maybe I missed it, I don't know.
Natalie Portman, sorry.
Natalie Portman, yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of upset about it. Maybe I missed it. She said she figured out her catchphrase.
Yeah.
And whispered it into his ear. Did we ever find out what the fuck she whispered?
I don't believe so.
Why the fuck would they do that?
I don't know why they did that.
That was some
bullshit. I thought that they were going to say it at the end of the movie or something like that.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been something for like comic book readers where they know exactly what it is, but we don't.
I don't know, but I'm just salty. Because why the fuck would you tease us like that? I'm thinking we about to hear something.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I feel like they probably know what it is and they just let it be, you know?
Man, if you're a comic reader and you know what the fuck the catchphrase is, please let me know. Because I'm really salty. I wanted to know what the fuck the catchphrase was.
Yeah, me too, because the rest of those were terrible.
Eat my hammer? You wasn't fucking with it?
No.
Nah?
No, terrible.
What's Thor's? This ends here and now, or whatever it is.
They're basic, but I like it.
Nah, that shit
cool.
raw. Nah, that shit, that put a
like
little fear in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that shit was cold. Overall, I thought it was a really good movie. What do you think about Zeus and the other gods?
Zeus makes sense.
Right.
I didn't like him as a character, but I don't think I was supposed to. Zeus is not exactly tyrannical, but like
he felt
cocky.
Tyrannical. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's Zeus. He the god of gods. Like that's what
I get that he was supposed to be comedic in that sense. But they could have made him look a little bit cooler, bro.
Yeah. The character design was bad.
Yeah, they could have made him look cooler and more intimidating.
I guess that's like normal Greek attire though. So
it's not just the attire, bro. Like He looked washed up. Bad. But he just looked washed up.
But he's a god. He old. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Fat, they be eating a lot. I get it.
He just felt washed up to me. I don't know. I felt like he should have still been, even though he was comedic relief, I felt like he could have been like, damn, this nigga is actually a powerhouse. Thor threw the lightning bolt through him easy as shit.
That's the part that I didn't like. I don't like the fact that he marked him with his own lightning bolt that quickly.
It was just too easy.
Yeah.
Like, it just showed, like, damn, this nigga is a bum. Like he's supposed to be the top, but he's a bum.
Like, they did an entire showcase of him controlling the lightning bolt and then couldn't control it when Thor threw it back at him. That's the part that confused me.
Thor caught the fuck out that shit. Boom, yeah, that shit was raw. That was a cool scene.
He threw it, and we just saw him control it.
He just went out too easy for me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I just think he went out a little too easy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there was a reason behind it, but...
I thought Ninny of the Nanny was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That shit actually had me dying, bro.
It was kind of funny, but like it wasn't. It felt unnecessary. It was cool.
Nah, he said, "Is my god Ninny of the Nanny gonna be?" He said, "Maybe." He said, "That's him." Hey, Ninny Nanny. That shit was fire. That actually had me laughing. Another part that had me dying in the movie was when he said, "You have to actually die in battle to go to Valhalla. Maybe your arm is there." I was like, damn, my nigga.
I thought that was kind of funny.
That shit actually, like, there was a lady in the theater dying when he said that shit, bro. Like, she was damn near passed out, bro. It was not that and she made it even funnier. That shit was hilarious. There were a lot of good, funny parts in that movie that I actually genuinely enjoyed.
Yeah, they did it. They did some good comedic stuff.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I think it was like an 8. The final fight, like the choreography throughout the whole movie, the fight choreography, fantastic, bro.
The fight with like him and like the I don't really know what those things were. Them at that glass tower area, I didn't really like that fight. They're like the first fight with him.
Yeah, but I don't really count that. That was kind of just, and it was still cool though. Like the way he was just kicking shit to the side.
Yeah.
Slashing or just, zapping shit with the hammer. That shit was really cool. I like the fight between him and Gore on the moon.
Yeah,
that shit, the choreography on that fight was raw as fuck, bro. Like just the way that they were swinging, and it was lightless. There was no light.
Yeah. But
the hammer, the lightning off the hammer was just creating a little bit of light onto their bodies. Yeah, same with really Mjolnir was creating a little bit of light. Zeus's lightning bolt was just it just looked really beautiful as they were fighting because it was just all darkness with these like really cool pops of color as they were fighting. I thought whoever was the creative director of that scene absolutely bodied it because that was fire.
Yeah, one thing that I did take note of when they were like all fighting, it's kind of weird that everybody now has the power of lightning. I mean, Jane is gone, but she had Mjolnir. Valkyrie had Zeus's lightning bolt. Thor has Stormbreaker. Is it?
Stormbreaker.
I thought he said... I thought it was Breaker originally, but I thought he said Bringer in the movie.
It's Stormbreaker.
Huh. Yeah. Weird. Okay, but yeah, that's what I thought it was. Stormbreaker. And like she has Zeus's lightning bolt. I'm like, it seems like everybody is...
I think it was to set up that scene, because that scene was just top of the line, bro. Top of the line. Shout out Axel, Heimdall's son, goated.
Yeah, Axel
my nigga was
really
lit.
Good job.
He was bodying that shit with his magic eyes.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The scene where, I didn't like this scene where Thor gave his power to all those kids.
Yeah.
Temporarily. Because, bro, if you can do that
in every fight.
Why on earth don't you do it more often? When it was Steve Rogers, Iron Man, and Thor versus Thanos. Don't you think it would have been a good idea to give them a little extra power boost?
My whole thing was when like Doctor Strange made those portals for everybody. I'm like, bro, everybody there could have been a god fighting Thanos.
Yeah.
Like they did a weird thing with that.
That was my only problem with that scene. Because there were so many times in which he just could have and should have done that.
I feel like he didn't technically have the ability to. I think he kind of gained that ability after he like enchanted Mjolnir.
I don't know what the fuck he did. I'm just salty because I feel like him doing that kind of just fucked up a lot of other scenes for me.
Or maybe that's only a power that Zeus's lightning bolt has, because he did use Zeus's lightning bolt to do that, right?
Maybe.
So maybe that's why he never did it before.
I don't know. I was just salty about that. One thing that I thought was really cool was the little girl. I believe it. So Korg said that they go by Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
I don't know if her name is Love.
That's what I've been saying. I've been thinking her name is Love, but I don't know.
Maybe her name is Love.
I tried to catch it in the credits, but I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah, I thought she was cool. Her name might be Love just because Thor wouldn't know what her name is, so Thor would have had to rename her.
Yeah.
Well, did she seem old enough to know what her name was? Probably.
She does seem old enough.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I really like that. I like that he's raising her, and there's that relationship. I like that she's using Stormbreaker. She in that, like, that shit was just cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that she can like wield Stormbreaker, but
I don't feel Stormbreaker like isn't like Mjolnir. Anybody can pick that bitch up. But
I just feel like she doesn't need it. Like, she's already pretty broken.
What, with her lightning beam?
Yeah.
Eyes? Well, she's a god now.
Yeah, so I'm like, she just doesn't seem like she needs to wield Stormbreaker. Yeah. So here's another thing that I thought about in this movie that kind of bothered me a little bit. If niggas knew you could go to eternity, all you needed was the Biofrost to unlock eternity, and then you could make a wish. I feel like Thanos picked the wrong way. He picked the wrong way to go about it, my nigga. Going to eternity seemed a little bit easier than collecting all them Infinity Stones. That's why I feel like Gore just didn't seem like a just Thor level threat. Like, that could have been an Avengers level threat.
Nah, it didn't seem hard to do though.
Yeah,
opening up eternity was easy as fuck.
I mean, but going to the Necro realm, I don't know. But going there, no, I don't think anybody else can really go there other than Gore. And
why not? Gore was a regular nigga.
But he wielded the Necro sword.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it helped him.
Nigga, Korg was there.
Yeah. I mean, he was already half dead.
So he was there.
Yeah.
Overall, I don't know. I just feel like if that was an option to go to eternity and make a wish, I just feel like that's way easier than collecting all the Infinity Stones. I feel like Thanos could have done that a lot easier.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Yeah, I don't know why. It did seem very easy. I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like it was a little too easy. I feel like that's what Thanos should have went with from the jump. Would have been way easier than trying to get all them. You know how much trouble he went through to get all them damn stones?
Yeah. And what happens to eternity after you make a wish?
I think it's just over.
So nobody can make a wish now?
Nah, it was the first person to reach it.
Oh, true.
It grants their wish.
Yeah.
And Gore already reached it. So, yeah, it's just over with now.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, if you can do that multiple times, that's way better than the Infinity Stones, because those blew up after he snapped.
Yeah, nah, it was just a one and done type thing. And that's all Thanos wanted, was a one and done.
Yeah.
Because he used the stones to destroy the stones.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't even have to do that.
Yeah, dang, that would have been a way easier way to do that.
Way easier. But, you know, it is what it is. Overall, thought it was a great movie. I had a really fun time watching it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was dark. It was action-packed, good story, all that. And Thor will return.
Yeah.
Oh, the after-credit scenes.
Yeah,
the after-credit scenes.
To say.
What was the first one?
Hercules.
Oh, yeah, Hercules is coming. I don't really care.
He looks like he sucks.
Yeah, I don't
know
really
if he's
care.
gonna be against Thor or like with Thor. I don't know, but he just doesn't seem good.
Yeah, I genuinely don't care about Hercules pulling up.
Everybody in the MCU was already so overpowered that being strong doesn't.
Yeah, he just looked kind of regular to me.
Yeah, he's just a regular guy.
Maybe this will be like the Adam Warlock situation where we're never gonna see him again.
That'd probably be best.
I don't care about this nigga.
Yeah, because it doesn't do anything. You're a strong guy with a mace. Like, that's everybody in the MCU. Like,
yeah.
You're not doing anything. You're just not special.
Yeah, I thought that shit was lame. The second after credit scene, Jane pulling up to Valhalla, I didn't care about that at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, I guess. Cause
I thought I was gonna get some information. I thought I was gonna get something. We know she's dead. Yeah. We know she went to Valhalla. Fuck did you need to show us this for?
Yeah, that's what they've been doing with a lot of the end credit scenes recently, though. Like none of them have had any substance.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange slapping himself.
Yeah, that one and the one before that, where they like third eye and went into space. Like,
no, that wouldn't matter. In Doctor Strange,
how much?
That's Doctor Strange's wife.
What?
Yeah.
Does he know that?
Not yet.
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, I didn't know that one was important. It seemed kind of pointless.
Yeah, nah. But I don't care about Hercules. So, it just is what it is on that one.
Yeah. I don't know, they make the gods seem so irrelevant now. So it's like, it just doesn't matter.
Bro, the title God means nothing in the MCU. It means nothing in
the MCU.
Like, if you're in the MCU, being a god doesn't mean shit.
Especially a god of what? Strength? Like, what does Hercules have?
Bro, the gods of anything, like, they are just... Like, yes, Thor is really powerful. Yeah. But even still, Thanos wasn't a god, and Thanos was still going toe-to-toe with that nigga. Yeah. It just doesn't mean a ton to be a god in the MCU, in my opinion. Yeah. Like, Zeus was right. He was like, they don't look to us as gods. They look to the superheroes. Yeah, because the superheroes is bussing.
Are actually doing
and the
stuff.
Gods are regular as hell.
Like, y'all showcased it yourself that y'all don't do nothing.
Yeah.
He pulled up to the Thor and was like, you want to know the truth? I'm scared.
Bro, even if they did do something, they're just not lit like that. Yeah. If the Avengers would have pulled up in that little god tower, omnipotent city, they could have got it popping. Yeah. Like, really, Wanda could have went in that bitch alone and made some noise.
For sure.
So that's how I
feel like just about any of them could have wiped them out.
I don't know. Captain America was not getting that done.
Anybody with good powers.
Okay. Hulk definitely would have made some noise in that bitch.
Whooped half of them.
Yeah, Hulk would have made some noise. So, yeah, you're right.
Might even been able to whoop Zeus, be real.
Hulk can whoop anybody. Yeah. Bro. Hulk is a menace.
Like Iron Man would... get it popping in there. Iron Man would get it popping in there. Unless they got a god on metal, it's gonna be GG.
I don't know, bro. Iron Man is strong, but you think Iron Man is whooping Zeus's ass?
He ain't do shit. Zeus ain't do shit.
So you think that Iron Man was gonna whoop Zeus's ass?
That Zeus that they showcased didn't do shit.
Yeah, no, you're tweaking. But overall, I thought it was a really good movie. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I thought it was very, very solid. Let us know what y'all thought, and let us know what movie we should review next. What's the next thing coming out?
I feel it couldn't be Wakanda Forever.
No, it's gonna be a while. I know Black Adam comes out in October.
Yeah,
that's DC. It might be okay.
I don't know the next Marvel movie, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So, all right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let us know what you thought of the movie. Let us know what else y'all want to see us review. And we will catch y'all next time. Peace.